What's up guys, DuArktik with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are back to talk about diamonds. We're gonna make a tier list of the best diamonds for you to invest in, and the difference between characters that deserve 3 diamonds and characters that maybe don't deserve any diamonds, or maybe just 1 diamond and so on. We're gonna make the distinction of which of the characters you should be investing more diamonds on or not, what are exactly the criteria, and help you decide which characters to focus on. Of course, we are going to approach this on a meta situation, so we're going to value the characters that are part in the meta. This is going to be for raids, Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Wars, Arena, and even Dark Dimension 7, because we want to make sure that the characters we are taking to Dark Dimension 7, they are good investments as well, and break down all the information that you need to know. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share this video with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so something we are not going to discuss in this video is dark diamonds, because dark diamonds are way harder to come around. Then we're gonna make a separated video for that, and just focus on the silver diamonds. And as you guys can see, I have a lot of diamonds already. Did I bought any of them? No, this was just through gameplay and through obtaining the silver diamond credits and upgrading them to the right characters. And we also had Alliance War events and raid events, season rewards, that gave us diamonds as well. So this has been a combination of all those situations, and so far we have been doing quite good in this department. Now, in terms on how you obtain diamonds, we can talk a little bit about that right now. The best way to obtain diamonds is going to be through Cosmic Crucible rewards. At the end of the seasons, depending on your ranking, you might obtain Diamond Dawn orbs or just diamond orbs. And of course, it's preferable for you to get the diamond orbs rather than the Diamond Dawn orbs, because you don't have as much RNG into those orbs. Okay, so beyond that, the only way for you to get diamonds is through the battle passes. Both the strike pass and the battle pass, they can give you some diamond credits. And the last way is through events, and by converting your Elite 7s into diamond credits. Is this worth it? I think yes. I think at some point it's gonna be worth it, and especially if you follow this tier list, I think you are going to get huge value by investing on the right characters and skipping out of characters that are usually bait. So you, for example, here on my alliance, they are investing the diamonds on good characters. Okay, so with this introduction on how to obtain the diamonds, let's take a look at the tier list and how I break down the information that is going to help us evaluate which characters to invest more on or not. Okay, so here we have the tier list, and we have 6 different sections, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 different sections. And you can see that we have 3 diamonds, but we also have no diamonds. In between, we have 1 diamond. For some reason, the text disappeared, but this is 1 diamond. 1 diamond plus, 2 diamonds, 2 diamonds plus, and then 3 diamonds. So what is the situation of the diamond plus and no diamonds versus diamonds? What makes the difference? So you can see right here, 3 diamonds, you want to put 3 diamonds or close to 3 diamonds on characters that win you the game. Characters that win you the game. These are the characters that have the most damage output. These are the characters that give the best damage and the speed bar mechanics. These are going to be the characters that win you the match. And lower those tiers, those are characters that also help you win the match, but not as much. And then you just have the characters that you want to keep alive. So characters with just 1 diamond is characters that you just want them to stay alive. While their damage might be important, while their mechanics might be important, is not that important. And then the characters with no diamonds is just characters that it really doesn't matter much if you give them more diamonds or not. So we're gonna go through some of these characters to just understand exactly what we are talking about, especially the 1 diamond and no diamonds. I think that's going to be important to explain. And these ones, of course, are a lot easier. So for 3 diamonds, of course, are the characters that you want to win the most, and the characters that are the most meta and also the most flexible. So we have Kang, we have Nightcrawler, we have Kestrel, we have Spider-Weaver, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and then Icarus. I think these characters are pretty much easy to understand why we want them at 3 diamonds, because they are the characters that pretty much instantly can allow you to win the match. Characters with 2 diamonds and 2 diamond plus. Now, characters with 2 diamond plus, these are characters that you could take to 3 diamonds, and these characters at 3 diamonds are amazing. But if you have them at just 2 diamonds, for the price you are paying, it kind of justifies, right? So they are very powerful characters, but the price to take to 3 diamonds might be too much, especially if you are a free-to-play player. And the 2 diamonds is good enough for what they do. So we have Firestar, we have Gambit, we have Kraven, we have Namor, we have Photon, we have Nakia and Black Panther, we have Tigre, we have Spider-Man Noir, we have X-23, Taskmaster, Gamora, and Thor Infinity War. As I mentioned before, these are characters that not only have value in Cosmic Crucible, but also in Alliance Wars. Let's be honest, guys, we need to focus on both of those games, both of those game modes, if you want to be successful. And it also helps with our choices for Dark Dimension 6. For example, Firestar, Kraven, Namor even, these are characters that you could take to Dark Dimension 6 and 7. Tigre, the same thing. We don't know about Spider-Man Noir, but he could also be another option. And then we have Wakanda, good in Alliance Wars, good in Cosmic Crucible, good in Avengers Tower. The same goes for Gamora, Thor, Infinity War, Taskmaster, good in specific situations in Cosmic Crucible, good for Alliance Wars. Once again, these are characters that help you win the game. They are almost second to the characters you want at 3 diamonds. So they're going to be very, very important. Characters that you want at 2 diamonds, and maybe it's enough to keep them at 2 diamonds, and this might be or because their cooldowns are too long, or because the damage multiplier is just not good enough and they are not able to finish the match on their own. So we have the Lizard, we have Vulture, we have Mysterio, Iron Patriot, and we have Forge. So once again, all these characters are very powerful. All of these characters, they can use 3 diamonds, but it's not going to be as important as the characters we have above. If you take into consideration what Nakia does for Wakanda compared to what Vulture does, like, don't get me wrong, Vulture is great, but a lot of times you have to do a lot of basics, and it really depends on the size of the rest of the team as well, right? I'm not sure if Vulture on his own can carry. He does good enough, but he has some limitations compared to other characters. In terms of Mysterio, once again, it's important for him to be good or big enough, because especially in specific matches where the enemies target the character with the most focus, or something like that, or characters in stealth, they are going to focus on Mysterio, and that's important, especially on the match New Avengers. It's super important that your Mysterio is bigger than your Dr. Octopus, for example. So in my opinion, if you keep these characters at 2 diamonds, is great for them. Could you take them to 3? Yes, but not they would not be as beneficial as the characters that we have above. Now, characters that we could have at 1 diamond plus, right? So 1 diamond, what is the 1 diamond? It's characters that we want to have alive as long as possible. And of course, the more diamonds you get on them, the better. The characters with diamond 1 plus is also characters that help you win the match, but not as much as other characters we mentioned before, right? So for example, Gwenpool, does she help you to win the game more than Cloak? Probably yes, because she does a lot of damage with her special and with her ultimate. But after those 2 abilities, she doesn't do much. So we cannot compare Gwenpool with Firestar, right? Then we have the same situation with, for example, Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones. They give you more energy, they give you more barrier, their survivability is important, their damage is important, but let's be honest, who's carrying the team is Photon, is not Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones. That's why you want to apply more diamonds to Photon than we went for Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones. The same goes for the Dead Seed characters, if you are still using them. The symbiotes, you can see that we have a lot of symbiote representation here, because you need the Red Goblin to revive one character and to do the big damage. Then you need Venom to give the evades. Then you need Carnage to give the speed bar. Maybe you could argue that Venom is not that important, and then we also have Void Knight is not even here, because having Void Knight big, it's not gonna matter much. What matters is the Red Goblin, the Venom, and the Carnage, and maybe Venom, depending on which team you are using him. Okay, so beyond that we have Hela, we have the Battery Bills, the Vals. These are characters that are important in war offense, war defense, characters that you could also take to Dark Dimension 7, characters that you can also use in some rooms in Cosmic Crucible. It depends on the season. Hulk is still a great character because he heals himself, because he does a ton of damage, because he's always getting speed bar. Having a big Hulk is always interesting. And then we have the Tony Stark, Iron Man, we have Titania, we have Kingpin. Kingpin is one of the most important characters on the Underworld team. He's definitely the character that wants to get up second to Taskmaster. Agatha, right now Agatha is not super meta, but with more hero cosmic characters coming to the game, Agatha will always have value because she always cancel out those hero cosmic characters. Then we have Ronin, we have Cyclops, Shang-Chi, Lady Electro. These are powerful characters on their own team, but they're not the characters that carry the team, right? They are in between, they are not the supports, they are not the maximum damage dealers, but they are somewhere in between doing a good job, and keeping them alive for a long time is of course going to be beneficial to us. Then the characters that we want just at 1 diamond, because that's good enough for them, or because they are old meta and are not worth a big investment, or because they just don't require that much. And this is going to be characters like the leader, Cersei. Then we can talk about Weapon X. Weapon X, they are good. The more you invest on them, the better they are. But they are just old meta, right? They are like from 2020 or 2021. So they are just way too old. And this also goes for the Infinity Watch. Maybe you can justify investing on Gamora because she's the one that does most of the damage. But these other side characters, definitely not. Then we also have the Hard Light. Some people think that having a big Hard Light is important. Not really. She just needs to be alive for the Falcon Punch of Apocalypse. After that, doesn't really matter. Spider-Woman, she does damage, but she doesn't carry the team. She doesn't provide energy to the team or speed bar to the team like Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones. That's why the other ones are more important. Okoye, she does the assists. It's important to have a decent size Okoye, but all of her abilities work without requiring focus, so not super important to have extra diamonds on her. Mr. Negative and Coulson, we just need them to stay alive, and that's it. The same goes for Deadpool, the same goes for Korg, Cosmo, Nico Minoru. We just need these characters to stay alive to do their stuff, and that's it. Abomination is a character that I'm not sure if you're going to increase his value or not, because his abilities are nice, but the damage multipliers are small, which is unfortunate, because his stats are good. So he's a little bit shafted in that regard. Dazzler, we just need her to be alive for a little bit, to give the barrier and to flip the buffs, and that's it. Spider Slayer, we need him for his ultimate and the special. After that's it. And then we have the X-Men that, sure, you could use 1 diamond or 2 diamonds or even more diamonds on these characters if they were good, if they had a place where we could use them, but unfortunately right now we just don't have any place where to use these X-Men characters, so this is something that we are going to ignore for now. And finally, we have the characters that I would not recommend getting any diamonds, or because they do one thing, turn 1 and that's it, or because increasing their size is not gonna matter much. So we have Magneto, we have Void Knight, Moondragon, Cloak, Dagger, Loki, Teen Loki, Sylvie, Captain America, Shuri, Dr. Octopus. Like, getting diamonds on these characters is okay, but this is mostly characters that are like kit based, or they are just not relevant enough on their team. For example, Spider-Man 2099, you have him for the first turn and that's it. Sunfire, he does his ultimate or his special and that's it. Shocker does the turning wind, that's it. Damage is usually not coming from him. Nick Fury, now that the invaders are not even meta, we're gonna use Nick Fury for his special, not for anything else, maybe for the assist chance, so I'm not even sure if you can justify applying any diamonds to him. The same goes for Moonstone, yes. As long as she's alive, we are good. She has enough focus to do her abilities. Star-Lord, the Strange Supreme, these characters, like, or they have extra focus to do their mechanics, or they are just not relevant enough for us to invest. So I would definitely skip most of the investment on these characters, or because they are way too much kit based, or because they have one ability, and that's pretty much it, guys. So in my opinion, these are the best characters for you to get your diamonds on. Once again, we have 3 diamonds, we have 2 diamonds plus for characters that allow you to win the game. Then characters that have different mechanics that help you in the match, but are not as decisive as the other ones. Of course, remember that anytime you have the +1 or something, that's always good. If you get them bigger, don't be sorry for that. And then just 1 diamond or no diamonds to characters that we just want them to stay alive, and that's it. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my recommendations for a diamond investment. Let me know in the comments below if I missed any character that you feel like is important for the meta, or if you think that I overvalue or undervalue any of the characters. Let me know and all of that in the comments below. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.